Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video, if you hadn't been able to tell already, is going to be a one sheet wonder video. Believe it or not, these materials are going to allow me to make 16 cards. Sometimes you find designer paper which has these little motifs on it. This is a two-sided paper, as you can see. But I'm going to cut apart this paper, and each one will give me a front panel for the card design that I've created. So that's a total of 16. In order to make this card today, I'm going to be using the bricks embossing folder from Paper Studios, some stitch frames rectangles, and the Seasons Greetings stamp set from Fiskars. If you didn't have this greeting set, you can use any greeting set, and you can use any kind of motif oriented paper to make multiple cards like this. I wanted to show you how easy it is to make Christmas cards in mass, and you don't have to have a lot of materials and a lot of skills to do it. Let me clear this away and get started. Alright, I cut the 12 by 12 paper into squares, so now I have 16 individual squares of the different motifs. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is take my embossing folder and emboss all 16 of the red pieces of paper, and I will be right back after I do that. Okay, now that I have the red pieces of paper which have been embossed with the brick background, I want to make the brick stand out a little bit. So I'm going to take the brushed corduroy distressed ink piece of paper to protect my work surface, and I'm just going to lightly brush some of the brown right over the bricks and make it stand out just a little bit. Not too heavy because I don't want it to look weird. Okay, I'm going to take some time and do all of these sheets. My arm, talking about wax on, wax off. That was a lot of rubbing, but it was worth it. So now all the red doesn't look so bright, and it's a little distressed like the panels are. Let me clear this up. Rinse my hands a little bit. Now, I'm bringing in my Misty, and I already have the stamp on the door. This is a very old stamp set, so sometimes it falls off of the block, so let's hope that that doesn't happen this time. And I'm going to stamp all of my outside sentiments now. And I use scrap paper for these little bits. So this card, in addition to being very easy and quick, it's another way to use up scrap white paper. Oops, not quite. There's something on it. Let's give it a harder press. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go through and do these 16 sentiments. Okay, and that's all of the front sentiments. And you know, I might as well do the inside sentiment while I'm at it. So that's going to go like this. Hopefully this will actually stick, because this is a very old stamp set. I think I mentioned that before. And this thing is a beast, not wanting to stick and falling off and messing up my card. If that happens, just take some Tombow and stick it to the outside, the top part of the stamp, the backing, and let it set up, become tacky after a couple of minutes, and then your stamp should stick again. Okay, I'm going to go through and do all of these. Okay, that's the last one. Now I have my stitched rectangle die, and I'm going to go and cut out all of these rectangles, and I will be right back. Okay, now that's all done. And I've decided I'm going to add a couple of snowflakes on here because it looked a little barren. So I'm just going to go through. I just grabbed some 3 random snowflakes from another stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp them in there. This won't take much time at all. Yep, that's the last one. Okay. Now coming into the home stretch. So I have everything I need to make the 16 cards all ready to go. So I was just going to assemble it now. And this is all 16 cards finished. It all went together really quickly, and I was really happy with the results. I decided to add a little embellishment using some gold Stickles, and I went along using my finger, and I went along the edge of each of the squares of the cards, and I also added a green bow for a pop of color. I hope that you will try a one sheet wonder card yourself, and as you see, you're able to get one sheet of paper, and here is 16 cards. I'd like to thank you for watching this video and all the other videos on my channel. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd like to also thank my brother David for the music, and I hope that you are enjoying it. Take care, everyone, and happy holidays.